to Legal Dilemmas, where you will find clear, concise legal advice. My name is Brenda.
And my name is Safina.
Safina, I'm going to ask you a question today, and it relates to regular issues raised in our feed by landlords and tenants. And it's a common theme that's discussed called the Renters Reform Rights Bill. So we've had some questions from tenants and landlords in our inquiry box, concerned about the impact of this legislation. So can you tell us about the Renters Reform Rights Bill?
Well, Brenda, there's lots of information out there around it, but I think if you're a landlord or a tenant, you are going to be keen to understand what it is about. It's not currently law. So essentially what it's seeking to do is abolish Section 21 no-fault evictions, and that essentially means previously, and actually currently, because it's not law, landlords could essentially evict a tenant if they wanted. They didn't need to evidence that there'd been any fault on the part of the tenant, like rent arrears or repair issues or damage caused to the property. So the move is towards more fixed term, short hold tenancies, which is what the government thinks is right and proper. And I think they want it to be in line with what they term the decent standards of homes. And essentially, it's also to ensure that people who are benefit claimants get an equal crack at being able to get a home. That you can't disadvantage people who have got a pet or who are on benefits. So if they apply, they should be able to gain a tenancy, whereas previously landlords could be a little bit more selective. So this is what the legislation seeks to do. And also around that area, there's also the issue of accountability. So creating a private renters sector wide database where you've got a landlord ombudsman. So if you've got any issues around your tenancy, that would be dealt independently by the ombudsman and addressed accordingly.
Oh, okay. So when will this legislation become law?
Well, as I said, it's not law at the moment. We don't really have an idea when. Originally, the government said that it would be in April of this year. Previous government called it the Renters Reform Bill. The current Labour government is calling it the Renters Rights Bill because it's more rights focused, which is important to tenants, but landlords feel like they're a little bit out in the cold. So I suppose it's in the House of Lords at the moment, going through the third reading. So potentially, by late summer, early autumn, it probably will receive royal assent and become law. Okay,
that's a useful summary of the Renters Reform Rights Bill, which obviously gives tenants more rights. That's a summary of the bill. Hopefully you found that useful. Please, if you have any questions, raise them in our comment box. And to listen to more great legal content, please like, subscribe and share to Legal Dilemmas.